got what you need.
With him, it's all fun and games.
What more could you ask for?
Afternoons with Zwelly on 947. Wake up with a bang.
Hey, wake up!
Anele and the club.
On 947.
Remember, with Cindy Kruger, we see her every last Friday of the month, right? But last week, her daughter had a sports day, and we were just like, Miss Kruger, there's no ways you're missing that.
You gotta go
So
to
we
that.
pushed it to the first Friday of the month. Anything that is weighing you down, any unanswered questions, something that is keeping you up at night, give us a ring right now. 011-8838-947. Cindy Kruger to the rescue.
It was natural causes. There was no foul play. There was no umona, umuti. He was battling to breathe. Does that connect with you?
Yes, it does.
He says he sits in your chair with you every night watching your favorite programs.
I appreciate that.
Mom is coming through saying to me it was definitely her time to pass.
Psychic medium, Cindy Kruger.
So every time Cindy comes, she comes like there's a collective message that she comes carrying, right?
Yeah, it often happens that there's sort of like a theme,
Yeah, there's a
right? So
theme.
everyone that's phoning
Yeah.
has a similar kind of journey,
thing.
right?
Do you see any butterflies in your theme? Because my house is full of butterflies.
Yeah, and I wrote it down.
No ways.
Yeah.
It says butterflies.
My house is full of butterflies. And one specific one, it's big, and it just follows me around, and it sits on the bathroom wall. And then the other day, we were walking guests out, and then as the guests walked out, it came in, and then it kind of hovered with us as we were walking the guests out, and then it turned around, and then just went upstairs.
Okay.
So it normally means if you see butterflies, like for my dad who's passed, I see butterflies and signs of him. But also butterflies is representation from spirit, meaning there's blessings of transformation and changes on its way.
Oh, wow.
So it means you're opening up the doors to massive transformation and changes coming in. It comes from a female energy of yours.
Okay.
Passing not being recent, passing being a period of time ago. And she just comes in massively to guide, massively to connect. Illness-related issues, and something to the stomach area at the end. Who was that?
My mom.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever read for you in that sense.
No, you haven't. Yeah,
Sorry.
she had pancreatic cancer.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming through for me.
Oh.
So she's there. She's there with you.
Oh my word! And
Through the-
Pastor, I said it. We're just like, and then because now I've actually started talking to the butterfly as my mom. I'm like, hey girl, what up? Type of thing.
It's your mom.
Oh my, okay.
That's so cool, man.
okay.
And she's definitely validating, fresh start, new beginnings, house blessings. But I think there's something heightened on the romance.
Wow. I mean,
Maybe some commitment.
Money. Okay, cool. Is it Ariane? Ariane. As always, and I'll use you as an example, and everybody else who's going to follow, Nicole, Priscilla, Margot, Faith, Bongile, everyone, will just say hello to you. Don't even bother about myself and Frankie. Act like we're not here. This is your session. This is your show. So Ariane, Cindy is all yours.
Thank you. Hi, Cindy. I lost my son 3 years ago in an explosion.
Wait, don't tell me anything more. I've already got him.
Okay.
So he was sitting with me earlier this morning. He loved either driving or he loved cars. Can you connect that with me?
Yes.
He said that one day he had earned lots of money so that he could have a fortress of cars. So he said he needed a big house to park all his cars. Even sort of working on cars at some point.
Yes.
The explosion was not his fault. Death, sudden, tragic, unexpected, no closure to say goodbye. He validates a J. How do you connect with a J?
J.
What was his name?
Dawood.
Okay.
Dawood was his name.
All right, that's fine. And where was he at the time of the explosion?
At work. He was at work.
You can connect with a J around there?
I'm trying to...
Okay, don't worry. I don't want to waste time. I can feel you anxious because you've finally gotten through. Put that J down if you're writing notes. Put it down. It's going to come up later for you. The J is the affirmation of where, what, how. The connection for him is saying that there's definitely brand new fresh starts, new beginnings for you coming up. He says that you often find the lights dimmering or flickering at home. Is this correct?
Yes, it is.
We've got two yeses there. A connection coming through is that's him shaking you up. It's him trying to let you know that he's with you, guiding, blessing, and letting you know that he's fine. Does he have a sister, or who's the female energy he left behind?
Yes, his sister, he left 2 kids behind, his wife.
All right, so he's validating something to the sister. Thank you for taking care of mom. She's not listening when she has her back pains and her stomach, leg, sometimes has cramping. You should be watching your calcium magnesium. He says to tell his sister, knowledge is power. There's new starts and fresh beginnings of a business that's opening up for her. So I don't know if she's entering into a new job or business, but one of the two is definitely coming. He wants you to know something. No one passes alone. Your biggest fear about your son was, did he know anything before his passing? No, he didn't. Secondly, he's validating that he didn't pass alone. There were many that passed with him, but most importantly, there were many meeting him on the other side.
Okay.
It's time to let this go. Nothing would have changed the circumstance of events. You and your daughter keep going the what if, could have, should have, would have. He says that he lived his life to the fullest. He was as naughty as anything, but he still lived it. He was a good sense of humor, cracking jokes, constantly teasing you guys. He made mistakes with love. He admits it. He made mistakes in many ways, but he says it all came together before the end. He's got closure.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Can I ask you something?
yes, Ariane, you may.
When he was in a coma, did he know I was there? Did he know I was talking to him? Did he know? Did he feel me?
It's okay. The validation coming through from him is the last thing that went, and this is beautiful for a lot of other people out there, is the hearing. So, of course, he heard you to the very end. He knows that you held his hand. I think you either blessed him. I'm not sure if you're Catholic or not, but you did bless him.
Yes.
And you validated holding his hand, saying it's okay for you to go. Almost like you gave him the permission to go. Your validation of that is what allowed him to leave. But the validation of the prayers that you said over him, he heard everything.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We hold you in our prayers, and we're sending you massive hugs, Ariane, to you and your family and your grandkids and your daughter-in-law, okay?
Thank you very much.
Bye, my
Thank you.
angel. Bye, my angel. Nicole, Cindy's all yours.
Good morning. How are you?
Fun and you.
Hello.
We're listening to you, Nicole. Cindy's listening to you as well.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to find out, Sunday, with job opportunities for me. I feel like this is going to be my 4th year or where I'm working. I feel like I'm stuck. I don't know if I'm doing enough. For my husband as well, he's been getting a lot of job emails coming through, and then he did go for a good couple, but they just don't seem. Everything goes well after.
Okay, let me chat.
Stuff, but it just doesn't get.
Nicole, careful for your hubby. I don't know why, but I feel like some of those job opportunities or things could be scamming. So just be cautious of that. I think you guys have to be patient. But here's something exciting. Between the 12th of August to the 25th of August, this is your time, girl, to shine. You're in the year for expansion, fertility. Don't worry if you don't want a baby. It's fine. It might not be fertility.
I don't want one. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to be married for 15 years.
All right, so then it's fertility. You've got fertility coming up and expansion of growth.
Thank you. Is it this year?
Yes.
Are you saying this year?
Yes, I'm saying this year. This is the year, girl. This is where it all happens. So relax. Your new job is coming. Maybe Spirit's just hanging on you a little bit because of fertility and pregnancy. So you know what? You've got to trust the process and trust everything's happening perfectly. Between both of you, someone gets a job between the 12th, 25th of August. I am that certain on dates. That we've got some very, very positive news. This is your year for growth, growing seeds and putting them into fruition, but definitely fertility. So there is either babies coming or otherwise it's expansion of work and growth.
I also wanted to find out in terms of a house. We were looking at that this year, and I think we went and saw 2, but I don't know because of financially on my side.
That's okay.
Sorry.
All right, relax. So whether you get the house this year or next year, I think have a break, breather. Your expansion growth is between this year and next year. I still wrote this down. Starting the new beginnings, new house. By the house will be very light and open. As in, when you walk in, you're going to go, wow, I can feel a breath of fresh air. I feel like I can breathe. You know, some houses you walk into and you feel you can't even breathe.
Yeah.
This one's going to be the one you walk in and going, oh, I can breathe. So don't rush this process. Spirit's got this all in alignment. You and your husband are in alignment with the universe right now, which means Spirit's, there's a grandmother. Gosh, there's a grandmother who, I don't want to be rude, was her fingers slightly skew? Could have been arthritis. I can't hear.
Say that again.
Who are you asking about?
You. Was there a grandmother in your or your husband that has passed on skew sort of fingers arthritis?
Not a skew finger. If it is this, his granny that passed away.
Okay.
toes.
She's coming through then.
She's coming through, and I can guarantee you there's skew fingers and arthritis coming forward. The validation from her is saying that both of you have moved into a blessing space. This is the authorization of what Spirit is opening doors for you between this year and next year. You've got the house move. Between this year and next year is the fertility, but this year is business and growth and movement of jobs.
Oh, thank you so much.
Our pleasure, Nicole. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Priscilla, Margot, Face, Bongile, we'll wrap it up with you.
947.
Last 10 minutes of Anele in the Club for this week, and we are dedicating it all to you and releasing the weight, the pain, the uncertainty with Cindy Kruger. Priscilla, you're on the line. Cindy Kruger is ready for you. Please say hi.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, Cindy. I hope you're well. I'd love to connect with my grandmother to find out if there are any spiritual or ancestral blockages.
You're very psychic. Today, I'm slightly on point with what we wrote down. So the difference with you is I'm only here to actually put you on the right path, is what your grandmother says. She stands with Ukoko and Gogo. So you've got great-grandmother, grandmother energies coming through for you. The one thing that's definitely coming up is that there isn't a blockage. It's more you needing to understand your path.
Okay.
Are you scared?
Yes, I am. What does that mean?
It just means that you're entering a new phase of your life, an awakening phase, a healing journey. It's about letting go of the old. You do hold on to things on the past. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
Does it affect your relationship sectors?
I am not in any relationship, and that was going to be my next question, actually.
Because you're blocking yourself off. You're too afraid to put yourself out there, your grandmother says. She says you're constantly loving, helping everyone else, but the minute it comes to you, shut down. You battle to trust people, she says. And she validates that when you are worried, it's almost like you start to divert. You start to ask people about their emotions, not on your own. So it's definitely an internalized self-healing for this year, but she is validating, I'm just here to put you on your path. You do have a psychic gift. So do you find that you generally always say to yourself, oh, wow, I knew that was going to happen. I should have trusted myself more.
That is correct. I even dream about it at times.
So there's no need to formally go for any introductions or trainings or anything. I think you'll find your mentor along the way, but your grandmother's definitely blessing you, saying, all this, there's nothing about blocking. It's actually about unblocking. So it's about trusting yourself this year in order to know that you are putting yourself first, but number two, that you're trusting yourself enough to know that you do actually know the answers to everything.
Okay, no, I'm happy. Thank you, Cindy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Enjoy your weekend. Margot, Cindy's listening to you.
Hi, Cindy. How everyone? I just wanted to know, I keep having these...
Oh, wait, Margot. Sorry, my angel. Margot.
I think Margot's line is a little
Margot,
bit bad.
your line went wonky for us. Are you on speaker?
Can you hear me now? No, I'm not.
Okay, now we can hear you. Okay, go for it.
I just wanted to connect with my mom who has passed because I've been having these dreams lately and just wanted to check if my sister's okay and financially if I'm going to be okay.
Definitely. Do you connect with cancer at all?
Yes, I think my dad had cancer and he passed away last year, February.
So your mom's first of all validating that she is with dad and she has forgiven him. She's no longer hitting him on the back of the head.
Really?
So she used to hit him on the back of the head on a continuous basis in the living. I think he had a bit of a drinking alcohol issue as well. And she always had to shape him right. I mean, that was just mom controlling as ever. So mom's just controlling the space all over again and validating, where is this beautiful smile of yours? She hasn't seen it for how long? I know that you've been depressed. And I know that it hasn't been an easy journey for you, but your mom is saying to me, everything is going to work out fine. She validates either you bought a new handbag or you're wanting to buy a new handbag.
Yes, handbag.
All right. So she validates the new handbag and she says, trust me, it's going to carry a bag of wealth.
Oh.
So the connection was this whole vibration of buying the new bag, whether your bag broke or you just want a new one. However it's worked, the validation that's coming through is there's validation of wealth through the bag. Your mom's definitely connecting to say to you that this is definitely a new beginning, fresh start for you. I think there's either a job change or change in something to do with salary alignments. So that's definitely going to work. With your sister...
Yes. I'm looking at going into a business venture.
It'll be fine, yeah. So just make sure contractual agreements are signed correctly, but the business venture will be fine. Did your dog pass on?
Yes. My boys' dogs did pass on.
Yes. So mom's sitting with them. They are licking her, and they they're big dogs. So I don't understand how they're sitting on her lap.
Yes, huskies.
Yeah. So I don't understand how they're sitting on her lap. But hey, they're sitting on her lap, excited, jumping up and down, and mom's like trying to calm the fort down on the other side, and she's validating that the dogs are definitely still guardian angels towards the family, blessing and protecting. You're worried about a house breaking, you're worried about something to breaking in, and the dogs are actually standing fort there, so there's nothing to worry about there. Your sister's health is not so good, is this correct?
Yes. She doesn't speak about it, but I have a feeling that she's not okay.
Are you worrying about cancer with your sister?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you should try and ask her to get herself checked. It's important. So I do think she should run some bloods. It's probably the best that she would do so.
Okay, and I just wanted to know if my boys are going to
Margot, I have to interrupt you because there's other two people. Thank you, Margot. We love you. Faye, go for it, my angel. Faye?
Hi.
Yes, Faye. Cindy's all yours.
Thank you. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Faye.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Good, thanks. I'd like to connect with my dad, please.
Do you feel a lot of guilt for the way in which he passed?
Yep, I do.
Illness-related issues?
With my dad, yes.
Yeah. High acidic levels in the body at the timing of his passing?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was battling to eat and drink. Is this correct?
Yes.
Lost a considerable amount of weight?
Yeah.
A lot of phlegm coming up to the surface?
Yes.
Yeah. So validating that dad is absolutely fine, validating it was his timing to pass. Did he wear glasses?
Yes.
Did he always take them off and wipe them and put them back on again every time he spoke?
Yeah.
Because he's doing it again right now, rubbing the glasses, putting them back on again. Rubbing his forehead as well. So it looks like there was definitely some receding hairline or balding. But I'm not going to say he's old because he's just going to moan at me. Like dad thought he was a machine. Your dad is definitely validating and saying, stop carrying the guilt and blame for my passing. He says, I'm responsible. I am not the one. I should have been the one to have told everyone I wasn't well. I should have been the one to say that, guys, I think I need to see a doctor. But he said, I always used to say these doctors just make money out of us. I don't want to see no doctor. I'm fine.
Yeah.
So stop, release, let go. This was not your fault. Your dad says he can't stand tattoos, but he says you should put a tattoo on your arm saying faith, because that's always what you've believed in, is blind faith. So he says, what better way to go forward this year than having some blind faith? Dad says everything's going to be absolutely fine. He's at peace with his passing, and he says, you were worried, even though you believe in faith, you were worried about where do they go? Is heaven real? He says to tell you heaven is so real, but here's the beautiful thing. It's made up of no race, no cultures, and definitely no religions. He says we're all as one on the other side.
Right, okay.
There we go. Thank you, Faye. Thank you so much. Sibongile, we're going to go really quickly with you. We're chasing 9 o'clock. I did want to get to you so you can speak to Cindy. Cindy's all yours.
Do you like dancing? Faith.
Sibongile.
Hi.
Do you like dancing?
Yes, I do.
Because Cindy's been dancing all day and she's like, somebody's going to call in and they love dancing. Okay, talk, guys. Sibongile, what do you want to who do you want to connect with, rather?
I want to connect with my sister who passed away last year.
Her death was very sudden, tragic, unexpected.
Yes.
Was there foul play?
No, she had cancer.
Well, who's accused the family or who's accused her of foul play? Because you've got half the family that understands she was sickly, and then you've got half the family that are accusing her of foul play. Her death of foul play. Let's actually just say this. If that family are listening, let's pray they are listening. There is nothing untoward about what happened. There is no... what's the word? She didn't take any herbs or anything that brought on any illness.
Yeah, she did take herbs.
Yeah, but she didn't take the herbs in the sense of the herbs bringing on the illness, okay?
No.
So this is what I'm trying to validate and clear. Hopefully the family is listening. There was no foul play. This was illness-related issues. She says that she fought the test of her life. She says that she always held on to angers, resentments, frustrations. So she always held on to the past, and she's saying to you, please don't, please release, let go and go forward in your life. She's saying to me she was in denial about the cancer initially, and then when she realized how serious it was too late.
It was too late, yes.
Yeah. She's surrounding you with pink roses. Do you love the color pink?
Not really.
Did she love the color pink?
Yes, she did.
So the validation that's coming through is the pink roses in memory of her, in signs of her to give to you. She says there's something to wedding bells. Who's getting married?
Not that I know of.
Are you married?
No, her husband passed away.
Okay. Are you
considering
maybe not necessarily marrying, but getting involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So hubby and her are coming through giving you blessings. This could be the wedding bell partner.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so why don't we just enjoy this and not feel guilty? So your sister and your hubby are coming forward validating this is your time. This is your space. Let's embrace love. Again, there'll be signs of pink roses around you, letting you know you're making the right decision. But the one biggest thing I can give you is that you've got blessings for this love and to try again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sibongile. Enjoy your weekend. And that's it this month for Cindy Kruger. So what did we say the theme is?
The theme today is the goal is to leave people better than you found them.
And actually that did come through in every single call.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was just like, she said that's the theme. I was like, well, let's just wait for the calls and see what the theme is. And she says, hey, babe, this is what I do. Trust me, the goal is to leave people better than you found them. We'll check you guys out next week. Thank you so much. Bye.
Say goodbye now. Back to making your morning.
Anele and the club.
I love this show. On 947.